Yo, welcome back to more Owarimonogatari episode 10, Shinobu Mail part 4. Last time, a lot specifically at the end of the episode that had me going into a bunch of different theories. If you didn't listen to my post-episode discussion, try to get into it briefly now. That's pretty much where I'm at. I don't know if I articulated it as well as I wanted to, but that's pretty much everything out there. Again, I love when I'm able to do this with Monogatari, where I can just overthink endlessly and just consider everything it's implying at this point, because like if that is correct, that is so crazy. Like everything up until this point could have that explanation. You know, I don't know how that makes sense with apparition. Like, to my theory, wouldn't Shinobu be able to detect that back then? Wouldn't it? Isn't it weird that, you know, he manifests now as the armor, but, you know, if he's been here, like, for the past 15 years, like, he had to have been manifested in some aspect. Whether that, in my theory, whether that's within Araragi, whether that was within someone else, or just, around on the land itself. Like, again, them Araragi dealing with apparition problem after apparition problem, again, I think that is tied to the land itself due to what happened back then. I think, yet still, Apparition Killer has been feeding off of that this whole time since Bakemonogatari, or since Kizu, I should say. But I don't know, that image of that child really fucked me up, because I'm like, wait, no way, dude. So anyway, that's it. Let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Returned. Yep. Oh, we're getting into that. Wait, what? And wait, what? Wait, that's why he, okay, so that's why he gathered here. Because you did that 15 years ago as well. Wait, what else? Oh my god. That's a span. 11 years ago, yep. 7 years ago. 3 years ago. All over that time span. Or because of... Okay. A distant cause. Oh my god. She said it even more brutally. Yeah. So she followed the ash here. Yeah. That does not sound right. This isn't where that is. Guided here. Even if she didn't know. Converging on this one man. He said jealous. Yeah, very, very firm denial. Oh boy. Congratulations. A party. Ooh. Yeah, she's cutting deep. She knows everything. Yeah. I'm sure it does. She high jumped the bamboo. Good question. Oh, did it? Okay. That guy in talent. Hmm. He's gonna need it when he, the first one, came back to this town. That was his homeland. Confirmed? This is the vampire they detected back then when they went back in time. The presence they already felt. It was Apparition Killer. And air spots. Or apparitions. Likely together. Huh. To seize them. Hmm. Prevention is her job. Ooh. Wow, I wonder who that was. Huh. Dude, this is some lore right here. Oh my god. Talismans. Mmm. It reached the limit 15 years ago when he came. He broke the limit. Shit. That's when it collapsed. Which broke the floodgates of all this shit happening. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I remembered. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's why she needs a god. That's why she wanted Shinobu. Okay. Right. Got it. Yeah, got it. That's what happened 11 years ago. Oh my god. Wait. The ingredients for an apparition. Yo. An accident. Overlapped. The whole time he kept eating. Revenge. This was all his revival. It's all been about him. Hope that's the end of my explanations. Oh my god. Oh my god. And she was like also implying that them going back there 11 years ago led to this as well. Your responsibility. Ooh, good question. Oh, come on. I want to know. Ah. All quirky and distinctive. Okay. Ah. As of 15 years ago. Araragi's face. To clean up the ashes. Oh. She didn't remember her mission. Nothing to do with you. Okay. Y'all distracted her. Or caused her to forget. Ooh, Shinobu. Okay. It was enough that she came. It's a good question. Yeah, I don't know if he noticed this much. This is insane. Yeah, first aid. It's a good way to say it. So being starved, he saw her. Ah. So yeah, Shinobu didn't notice. What? He found power by seeing her? It is whoa. Inspired him. Okay. That's all it took. Yeah, just being there. Wow. Okay. To look for the first one. Alright. That's easy enough. But then that is her specialty. Mm-hmm. One more. Ooh. She's not enough. She wants to settle things. She got brought in the cavalry. Oh god, it's a boo. Jesus Christ, we'll get another world-ending events. Yodoru. Before he eats a human. Alright. Simple enough, I guess. Jesus. We learned a lot of things. It's good we addressed a lot of stuff from the end of last episode. So I can stop overthinking. Okay, yeah. Izugo has recalculated. No matter what. Right. Fuck. That's true, because just looking at her. So just. The order doesn't matter. Worthless envy. Wow. How appropriate to how he was just feeling. He was feeling that jealousy. Sorry, I had to resync here. Okay. The synergy. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Look at them. Tough choice. Oh my god, what the fuck? Good. Okay. A new book. Is it the kind of book? A light novel. It's called Monogatari. Owarimonogatari. That would be ironic. Manly. I like it. I figured it was BL. Yeah, that's what that. Yeah. I see what the rest of the episode is gonna be. Way too long. I feel like there's some meta commentary being made here. Oh, did you? Oh my god. Um, a brazier? Your aesthetic sense. It's the wrong one. Or the right one. I don't know. Oh my god. This is character development right here. Wait, what the fuck? This looks like Kaiki in an episode. What the fuck? Hide the manliness. What the fuck? Freedom. Hmm. Oh my god. This is how you're gonna make up for it, huh? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Shogi. Izugo's hot. Let's talk about that. Where are those soldier laugh track? Now time to run. Wait, who's this? Nani? What? Who? Wait a second. You're no. No way. Apparition killer. He's the child we saw in the last episode that made me go into a batshit crazy theory. Okay. This is a weird development. I have a human form now, I guess. Huh. Oh, that's good art. A lot less creepy than the last one. Okay, apparently Apparition Killer is not a suit of armor anymore, now has a human form. I don't know how that's gonna play out now that they've just directly encountered each other. I mean, that is what Izuku expected. Are they gonna start a fight here? Are they just gonna talk? That would be very Monogatari. But regardless, we learned a lot of information about Apparition Killer coming here, again returning. I'm glad Araragi noticed that. So 11 years ago, when they went back at that shrine, fucking, he witnessed her. He observed her. It gave him power. And every like event that's transpired since then, because yeah, the time span of when everyone's apparition is developed is of course varied, but it's all tied to the fact that when he arrived at the Shirahabi Shrine, because the nature of the shrine itself draws apparitions, I should say, drew him, but it was too much, you know, for that godless shrine, which though wasn't said directly, explains why she wanted Shinobu to become the god of the shrine, I guess, to bring balance, to become the god of the shrine. We see Izuku's goal is to find these points like the Shirahabi Shrine and prevent these things from happening, all these things happening to all the different people that we've seen that allowed them to manifest, right? And I love that callback because I remember during that Mayoi Jiangshi arc, how they pointed that out, like I feel a vampiric presence here, right? Well, how they felt it 11 years ago. I was like, wait, hold up. Now we finally know. That was the Apparition Killer the whole time. Just there. But all it took was seeing Shinobu to be empowered, because, you know, they were of the same kind as how Izuku said. That's all it took. Shinobu didn't need to do anything, couldn't do anything. That's just how it happened. So, and now Shinobu can't, I guess, really get involved, which, you know, honestly makes me wonder about how she could really be feeling about this. I mean, she went into a bit of an argument with Izuku about, and Izuku was kind of cutting deep about whether Shinobu could face the fact that Apparition Killer could be alive, right? And so we already know, like, emotionally how Shinobu like feels about that. So I don't know, the fact that, yeah, that's kind of been pushed back by her. I mean, understandably, because, you know, but, you know, the tone shift of that, you know, like, oh, let's get donuts, or like that minion will die tonight regardless of anything we'll do. Like, there was an error in the plan, but, you know, Izuku is, her calculations, pretty much she was redone her calculations, like, this is gonna go how she wants it to regardless, and we know that it does, or at least it implies that we know that it does. Question is, like, what exactly is gonna go down here, and what impact is it going to have on Araragi and even Shinobu, if at the very least Araragi will, right? And Izuku playing to his personal responsibility, while it seems to be true, given what happened. You know, the fact that all those events tied together is crazy, but is very convenient for their deal, but also very informative. Araragi's jealousy was interesting, and then we got another callback of when Shinobu, right before she said her story, the precautionary things that she said finally applied here. You know, it's no order of the minions I you know, devote. I'm yours, essentially. Like they're this. You know, that's Apparition Killer at this point is, I guess, something that needs to be dealt with, especially with the town and everything. But I don't know. Now that we know this root cause that was also apparently tied to Izuku, Gaien, and them creating Ononoki. Right, reviving this 100-year-old corpse, which you know to be Ononoki. We know the cost of that for Kagenui, that she can no longer walk on the earth anymore. I think it was the same for Taratsuru as well. I'm surprised I remembered his name, but yeah, he was a very interesting character. Yeah, so that was like a distant cause, she said. So bit of a responsibility there as well. I wonder if that's why that's her current task now, if she's kind of finding these distant causes, maybe, and now is taking responsibility to like seal these, or is focused on prevention now. In which case, you know, that's a nice thing to do. I mean, whether that's the reason or not, the fact that she is focusing on prevention of accidents is a pretty good thing. I feel like that's telling of her character and her plan with Shinobu as far as having a god of the shrine, because as she said, the shrine in its function, or rather than being able to restore it, or to have it in the way that the original on Myoji, which apparently was even crazier than Izuku Gain in terms of ability, in terms of like its prevention, is ineffective without a god there. So I mean, that putting those pieces together makes sense. He's still quite a bit of a mystery, and you know, there could just be something else there. I mean, it's tough for me because I don't fully know what to fully take at face value for what certain characters say. I think it's safe to say for now, when it comes to Izuku, that, I mean, I don't know, forcing Shinobu to take that role, you know, thinking about that is like, don't know about that, but yeah, tough to say, man. But either way, so all that's good to know. That they deal with this now, I guess that means, because yeah, they deal with, so I assume whatever happens for these last couple episodes here for Owari, because we know like the arcs afterward, they deal with Apparition Killer. Okay, let's assume that at the very least, because that has to be the constant, right? Of like, otherwise, because I'm expecting mostly just like personal development for Araragi here, and you know, Shinobu, if that does happen. I mean, she said herself that she doesn't intend to face Apparition Killer, understandably, just given the effect, but also just how she feels personally. Like, if she doesn't have to face him, I mean, even in like the face of the denial that we saw in the earlier in the episode, when she was, you know, even kind of threatened Izuku, like, hey, you're going to, like, don't go there with me, essentially, right? So beyond exploring that, Ogi really is like the final boss after this. I mean, I think they said that already in a funny way, but yeah, Ogi's like the last link, because like all the things that like with as we see on this final art here, like with Nadeko, that was like the work of Ogi instigating that. I mean, when it comes to Hanamonogatari with Kamaru and her friend, you know, Ogi was at the start of that as well, kind of pushing things in that direction as well. Yeah, man. And it was Suki, you know, hiring Taratsuru and everything. Man, where's all this leading to for Ogi? That's a whole other thing. That's past where we're at right now. Ogi's like not even born yet in whatever sense. I don't know. Ogi could be an incarnation of something. Someone. I have no idea. Ogi is the ultimate mystery. Like, even Izuku at this point, after these past couple episodes, I feel significantly less afraid of, at least for our characters. Like, seeing what she's been doing, seeing her continue to I guess explain things. I mean, she's really pushing the responsibility on Araragi, and from what she said, sounds correct. And you know, if this being part of the deal, like, fine, okay, as well. But Ogi is now the true final mystery in terms of characters. Also, where's Meme? Where the fuck is Meme Oshino? Anyway, yeah, so yeah, because Izuku mentioned Meme as well, and again, kind of reminds me of like what they talked about in Suki, is like as far as like what he knew, or how far he was able to maybe think about these things. Like in Suki, it came down to like wondering if he saw that Araragi was losing his, you know, humanity and continuing to rely on his powers. I mean, they pretty much came to the conclusion that he probably didn't, and it was kind of the same with the case here as far as like putting together. But as Izuku said, like from the reports of all the specialists she put together 15 years ago, like the roots, that time period that starts there with Apparition Killer drifting to this town, returning to the hometown, even explaining why Shinobu comes here in the first place, on the run, you know, from vampire hunters, of course, but why coming to that land in the first place? Because of Apparition Killer being there, drawn to it, whether she was conscious of that or not. Seems not to, but either way, there's some like denial there, of course. And now we're just left with the mess, and now with the cleanup. And what is the result of that going to be? We have all these answers. We have our situation. The result is known. But what all is that going to mean for Araragi now? And I guess maybe even the future. I think this will have future implications as well. But whether just character-wise or in the world, I don't know. But hey, I really loved the lore in this episode, and I am completely fine being wrong in my theory, because I love that they tied it to the Shirahebi Shrine, like the callback to the Mayoi arc in second season, that, you know, them being there was like a causal like effect as well, and that what they felt was Apparition Killer back then. And so I remember at the time, and then I was like, okay, I'll remember that, and now it's finally relevant. I love that. And just everything up to this point just being the result of what Apparition Killer breaking that shrine just led to for everyone. That's so insane. But yeah, so but that's it. We're gonna deal with human Apparition Killer next time. I guess I say human, quote unquote human. Thank you very much for watching, as always. If you have anything to share about this episode, as always, feel free to, about this episode or the past one as well. Always appreciated. And that's it. I very much look forward to the conclusion of this arc and wherever Monogatari takes me next. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you next time. Peace.